Thank you to our viewers that are tuning back into another CSE listed issuer update. I'm Adil Mull, representing the Canadian Securities Exchange. And today I am speaking with Thomas Lam. Thomas is the CEO of Myriad Uranium Corp, trades on the CSE under the symbol M. Thomas, I hope you're well.
Yeah, I am. Thanks. It's nice to see you.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to join us. I want to start off by talking a little bit about the uranium space. There's a lot of interest globally when it comes to uranium. Can you give us a little bit of insight into why this is happening and why should investors be paying close attention?
Sure. Uranium is hot, and it's not just a spike like everybody saw in 2005, 6, 7, or some shocks in the 1970s, and then other price spikes that are related to specific issues. For example, 2006, 2007, there was a flood at a big mine in Saskatchewan, and everybody was worried about that. And there were some other factors that led to a massive spike in the uranium price. That was quickly corrected because of available supply from decommissioned nuclear weapons and then inventory surplus uranium that was available. That's all gone. Fukushima hit 2010, 2011. People sort of went quiet about uranium. People lost interest. There was not much investment globally in finding new sources of uranium. So we are paying the price for that. World lost it, didn't focus on uranium. No new mines were found. They're not coming on stream, but demand is going up. This is the iron law, supply demand. Supply is too low. There's a big supply deficit. There's no correcting it in the short term. So price is going higher.
Got it. And so Myriad is focused on in the region of Wyoming in the U.S. on the Copper Mountain project. Yep. But can you give us a little bit of can you give us a brief introduction to Myriad, what this company does?
We have two company-making projects, one in Wyoming, one in Niger and West Africa. The Wyoming project, Wyoming being the most important uranium jurisdiction globally right now, the Wyoming project is a past producer. It has at least 6 uranium deposits on it. Union Pacific Railway spent at least $117 million in today's Canadian dollars on it, drilled 2,000 boreholes, found a lot of uranium resource potential, 63 million pounds plus, resource estimates 15 to 30 million pounds. It's a lot of uranium there. We hold it, and it could be a producer right now. It would be a producing uranium mine if things were a bit different in 1979. Your viewers will have to dig into our website to understand why. Huge potential in Wyoming, exploration upside. Second, Niger, we have world-class exploration assets in one of the world's great uranium basins. We're next to Global Atomics Dasa. We're next to Imararan on structure. Imararan is the world's second largest uranium deposit. And we're also up against Matawela. That's GoviX's Matawela. We're in a position A in Niger too. So we've got Wyoming, Niger, world-class projects, lots of uranium. And, we're going to get re-rated here. We're going to be a big company.
And you have a strong team. Can you talk to us a little about not only your background, but some of the team members that you've brought on board to make sure that this project is successful?
Sure. I think we have both sides. We have company builders like myself. I was a securities lawyer early in my career, but I then became entrepreneurial in mining, built and sold companies from scratch. And we have entrepreneurial group. We've all worked for big companies, small companies. Our technical team is very strong. They've worked for the top uranium companies globally, Orano, Areva, Utah International, and then Freeport, Kennecott, et cetera. Those aren't uranium companies, but they are big, important companies. We have a very strong technical team. We also have an excellent board of directors that's diverse, lawyers, bankers, finance professionals. They're very top-notch. We're built to be a much bigger and more complex company, and we're going to get there.
I seen a recent press release where you and your team brought on board a renowned geologist and a leading authority on the Copper Mountain project, Jim Davis. Are you able to maybe give us, or for our
Yes,
viewers?
you got it. I mean, Jim Davis, a recent addition. So, as I said, Union Pacific explored our Copper Mountain project in the 1970s, spending a huge amount of money drilling 2,000 boreholes. All that was led by this very famous eminent geologist, Jim Davis. He's just joined our technical committee. He's very excited that we have taken up and thrown a blanket over Copper Mountain. I mean, in the intervening 40 years, it was sort of owned in a patchwork. Now we have it all. We've thrown a blanket over it. Jim has joined us. He's excited. Our project was almost a mine when the 3 Mile Island accident happened in 1979. Uranium prices fell, and it's now go time for us.
Can you maybe rewind a bit? Let's talk about 2023. Walk us through some of your major accomplishments for the team.
Well, it was a very tumultuous 2023, to be honest. A year ago, we had the same market cap. We just had our Niger projects, company-making projects. We were advancing them. Uranium price was half of what it is right now, and yet we still had the same market cap. But there was a military coup in July in Niger. That knocked us down, along with all of our friends in the country. Quite rightly, investors, got skeptical about the country. We pivoted. We acquired this Copper Mountain project. We signed the deal in October, so it's a new deal for us. And around that time, we looked through this historic data package that was acquired. It's all paper-based from 40 plus years ago, and nobody really knew a lot about our project. So the first 6 months, tumultuous. Second 6 months, we acquire this interest in Copper Mountain, and then we go through this data, and it's beautiful, very interesting, very compelling. And it told us all these things I've just told you. Union Pacific, huge investment, 2,000 boreholes, big historical resource. That was the story of the second half of 2023.
So let's talk about 2024. What can your investors, our viewers, expect as milestones?
Yeah, 2024 will be about working towards confirming these historic resource estimates under 43-101. We don't have them signed off as current estimates, so we need data. We need historical data, and we need to create our own data, generate our own data through our own work. So that's drilling, typical geophysics sampling. So it's about acquiring more data, generating our own, acquiring more areas, increasing our acreage to encompass formerly producing mines, high-grade areas, and then keeping an eye on Niger. When things settle there, that's a company-making asset. It will settle. Global Atomic, our neighbor, has already doubled since it's low. They're in Niger. So that's what we have to look forward to. It's going to be an exciting year.
Where can our viewers go to not only read up more on your projects and team, but of course, do their diligence, sign up for your press release, and reach out to your staff should they have more questions?
Please visit our website, myriaduranium.com, and our contact info is there. And everybody can WhatsApp me. Our phone number is on the website. That goes to my WhatsApp, and you can interact with me there, ask me questions. Look at our press releases, look into the details. And YouTube also has a lot of good videos about us. People, we have a big fan base that's growing. Learn about us, think about investing.
Thomas, on that note where you just offered up investors or possible investors to contact you on WhatsApp, I want to ask you, that open line of communication is very important. Not very many CEOs or staff would offer that up. Why is communication so important to you?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm open. We're an open book. We are all professionals, our group. We worked for big companies, small companies, built things. And the lesson is be open. Of course, within the bounds of securities law, we can't give anybody information that we don't give the general public. But we want everybody to know what's going on. We're real people. Our company has 46% insider ownership. I am the second biggest shareholder on the NOBO list. I invest in every round. this is we're living this. I want shareholders to contact me and talk about it. I want to tell them all about it. This is what we're doing.
I think that's a great note to end this off on. Thomas, I look forward to hosting you on again, possibly in the coming months when we have more stuff to talk about. To everybody watching, you've been listening to Mr. Thomas Lam. He is the CEO of Myriad Uranium Corp on the CSE under the symbol M. Thomas, thanks again so much, and I hope you have a great day.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Chips.